Well, still focusing on Africa Day, we're now joined from our Pretoria studios by author Patrick Chiguri, who wrote this book titled A Letter to My African Girl Child. And his book covers various issues such as women abuse, poverty, cultural differences. Patrick, thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to the program. Is this a book for all African children across the continent?
Yes, definitely. It is a book for every child, every color, and for every African child.
All right, take us through what sort of brought this book into incarnation. What were you thinking, and what are you trying to do with it?
Okay, I have a beautiful daughter. She's 8, and every day I look at her, I just feel like there's so much I should give her. And as a parent, you know, there's so much time that you're apart trying to make ends meet, you know, trying to get bills paid. And then you leave out your child, and most particularly the girl child, they don't get enough resources as compared to their male counterpart.
So you've done it in a series of conversations or letters. What advice are you giving to this young girl child across the continent?
Okay, but what I'm basically focusing on is I'm looking at all the issues that are affecting the girl child in the 21st century, from poverty, an education system that has kept her inferior, political gangsters, you name a lot of problems with inequality in the workplace, in society. So it's a broad view of the challenges that the girl child encounters on a day-to-day.
So let's take a couple, for example, gender-based violence, and that's something that's plaguing us here in South Africa in particular, but the continent is not immune from it. What advice do you give the girl child about gender-based violence?
I think we should educate our girl children to be very open. I think the biggest problem or the biggest challenge we have as families, as people, is we sort of don't want our children to talk about their relationships, because I think it's quite a taboo for a girl child to come and talk to a father. Maybe an 18-year-old young lady cannot openly speak about her relationships, but then she gets involved in these messy relationships at the end of the day that are very toxic. So as parents, I think, and as a people, we need to adjust from the old ways of approaching our children and just have an open relationship with them.
All right, so there's an interesting one here. Spare the rod and spoil the child. There's going to be a lot of activists that are going to be saying, are you saying that we must spank our children?
I come from a background where I think spanking is in a lot of forms. I think there is spanking in the form of corporal punishment. There's a lot of ways of doing it, like sitting your child down, grounding, for example, taking away certain privileges that they might have. I think it all comes into not sparing the rod. We should discipline our children, and that in essence gives us the kind of people we really need for Africa to go forward.
You really do look at quite a number of issues, and I wish we had time to look at them all, but you know, this is addressed to a girl child, but are there lessons for the boy child in all of this?
Yes, there are. If you look at the economic issues that I talk about, poverty, it's lessons to both. And also, if a male child were to read the book, it also opens their eyes. As if the male child becomes a father, they have to learn to be the first love of their child. If they become a leader in business, they have to learn to protect the rights of the females within the organizations that they're at the helm of or that they interact with. So it opens up quite a lot.
Patrick Chiguri, thank you very much indeed. Tatenda zvikuru nebhuku renyu ramaita iri, Letter to My African Girl Child. Thank you so much indeed for sharing your thoughts with us. A day ahead of Africa Day.
Thank you.